New game. Let's just play normal. It's midnight. I'm not playing it on hard. Choo choo, motherfucker. Choo choo.
Dearest Thomas, these are not words.
Have you really? Queen Gigi, you recommended it 5 days ago, did you? Well, let's talk about it in another 10 minutes time, shall we? Keg by Baldy, keg by Baldy, keg by Baldy, keg by. Motherfucker, I swear to
Words I wish to write.
Fuck him.
My father has
some
learned of
ass.
our plans, my love. Yet there is more, far worse, that I wish you to understand, but I fear you may believe me taken with madness. My father seeks to use me, as I have come to believe he used my poor mother. He wishes me to sing for him as she did, to become the star attraction that will draw good folk to this accursed spit of land.
Oh, singing.
My refusal to do so has
Singing.
led to my confinement here at Sker Hotel.
Stop, Sker, right then.
I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. I beseech you to compose a melody for me, a counter to the song contained within this locket of my mother's. I realize this request will seem strange, that your first thought will be to come straight here, but without your composition, all hope of holding back the darkness gathering here will be lost. Your love, always, Elizabeth.
Oh, they mugged us right off then, didn't they? They mugged us right off with that intro. Oh, they mugged us off with that. Fucking hell. Good afternoon. Would you like to press E? No. No. I'll press F. A music sheet. Thomas Evans. I can rotate it. Like this. Like this. Oh, look, you get to see the cursor as well. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Is that Sker game that I just fucking saved? Is that PvE?
Peggy.
It's PvE. Not PvP, right? Please don't have PvP. No, it's online co-op. PvE. Sick. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, we're rotating. We're rotating. Now fold it into a bird. I can fold it into a triangle. Like a triangle that'll never open again. Like a crisp packet. Hallelujah. 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 Why are there just random coins on the table? Actually, no. Settings? I feel like there's something else going on there. There it is. Knew it. Bastards. Bloody bastards. Right. We can't seem to interact with anything else, but we do have a small circle to hover over things. Look at that small circle hovering over that light. Look at that small circle hovering over first class. We're traveling in first class on the biggest fucking train in the world, and we appear to be somewhat of a midget. Harry! Harry Potter. Oh. You're Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Would you like to make out with me? And my mother. My inventory. Harry. Harry. A music locket. Press R to inspect it. There's a triangle on the back. Remember the triangle's there. That guy's had a wild night. Why has he left his bag outside the room? What a dickhead. I want to go on a train like this. I've never been on a train like this. Look, somebody else has left their bag. Has anyone ever been on a train that looks like this? You know, the ones you see on murder mystery movies from the 1980s and stuff, and a Harry Potter train that looks like this. I've never been on one. Where'd you go, Mr. Bossman? You can hear my little feetsies tapping. Once, but I got murdered. Would never go again. Train leaving? Fucking leave without me. Trains are expensive. They're one of the cheapest modes of transports. Well, no, coaches are, I guess, in the UK, but... Why have you let me open this door if I can't interact with something in here? It's triggering me a little bit. There's nothing in here for me, game. More random question. The answer is yes. But but only the expensive products. I get someone else to do my taxes, right? I do them myself, but I give them to somebody else to finish them off. Giggity. From Waterloo to Windsor, it's a special service. We took my son as we are both little train mad. Fuck yeah, it's cool as shit. There's like a Harry Potter one not too far away from me. I think it's in Wales, actually. And I think it is the one they use for 9 3/4. Might be making that up. Trains are not cheap at all. Well, I can pay like £4 to get to Manchester in less than 20 minutes. I kind of see it as quite cheap. It would cost me a lot more to go and buy a car. My mic sounds like it's getting worse and worse. I need to rejig all my equipment. I got an actual thing and phone up an accountant to do mine because I owed a lot by Twitch. I think I remember telling you. So the best thing to do, Ollie, is do it yourself. Do as much as you can by yourself. So I'm assuming you get paid into PayPal, right? Not straight into your bank. And then, so what I had to do is go through my PayPal and mark off every single payment I've ever made. So every time I sub to someone, that comes off. Every service I sub to, like I sub to PlayStation Network and stuff, and every game I buy on Steam, I try to put through PayPal. So I take all those things off that an accountant wouldn't know what it is, but I know what it is, and I have proof of what it is, and I can prove what it is. So I get everything off. And then I do the same with my bank statements, get everything off. So I go through my Amazon purchases for cables, for XLR cables, for microphones, for blah, blah, blah. Then I mark all them off. So I get every single little bit of expense. And then I take down every single note of income, because some companies pay into my bank account. Twitch pay me into my PayPal. Other sponsors pay into my PayPal. So I get all the incomes and stuff. And then I mark down all my, because I work from home, I mark down my gas, my electric, all that stuff that comes through, and then I send it over to the accountant, and the accountant can then take all that information, and then the accountant can decide what you're allowed to have off for your monthly allowance for living at home, while you're working, and your food allowance, your heating allowance, your electric allowance, and all that kind of shit. So the accountant does that work, but I make sure he has everything, because an accountant's not going to be able to find a subscription on PayPal or that kind of shit. So otherwise you're going to be paying for stuff you don't have to pay for. Hello, Disney. And then most accountants will ask for proof so you can match things up. And they don't have to match up every single one. As long as they match up enough things, they're happy with it. Grand opening, Sker Hotel. Special performance by Elizabeth Williams, the new maid of Sker, daughter of famed singing sensation Prudence Williams. Enjoy the restorative peace and spa waters of Sker Point. So just got to get everything laid out ready. Yes. And then you give it to the accountant to just... Because most accountants will try, if you've got a decent one, they'll try and work as hard as they can to just make sure you're not paying as much. Because it also means you pay them more. Beware of dog. I can beware of dog. Let me in. Hello? Well, we tried to get in, we didn't make it. What are we playing next? That's awkward, Colby. Is this not the way? Was there somewhere else to go? There was somewhere else to go. Can I take this stick with me for safety? And also, I press... Oh, I can crouch. You're getting a little bit blurry. I think it's like artistic effect. It is a little bit, yeah. So Morf, as an example, the train from Birmingham to Atlanta would be $44 and take 4.5 hours. I can drive that in half the time for less than that in gas. Dude, that's a really nice price. $44 for a 4.5 hour train? Like 25 quid, 30 quid, I'll take that. You can drive 4.5 hours on $44. Is gasoline cheaper in America? It's a lot cheaper in America. So 4.5 hour journey for me is a full fucking tank, which is about 80 quid. $3.9 per gallon. How many liters are in a gallon? Wait, fuck off. $3 per gallon? Dude, your shit is so cheap. Shut the fuck up. What's that's like that's like 60, 70, but that's like fucking 30 years prices ago for us. We were paying that about 30 years ago. Oh my god. $4.5 liters. 4.5 liters for $3. Fuck off. Good God. Gas is $6 in California. That's still insanely good. So working at our prices are probably, would you say about over $10 then? We're probably over $10 a gallon. So currently it's around about, what is it? No, I think, no, that's too much. It's not $10 a gallon. It's less than that. It's less than that. I think I'm going too far. How much? So the current average in the UK for unleaded is 170 per litre. So it's basically 170 times 4.5, isn't it? The price is actually $9.99 per gallon here just about a month ago. Yeah, so it's about £7.50 a gallon. So that is about it's close to $9 then. So it's not far off $10. I didn't exaggerate too much. Lexi fucking atting me on Twitter. Yeah, we're close. We're just shy of $10 a gallon then. So that's how bad it is over here in the UK. So $3 a gallon is properly 1990s prices. Properly 25 years ago prices. So you were saying a 4-hour train journey for about $44? That is insanely cheap. So for a 4-hour train, or for a 3-hour train journey to London, it's over £100 comfortably. So about $120 or something. Madness, right? Absolute madness. Unless your gas is shipped in, Morf. That'll make it much more expensive. Yes. Yes. Pretty much everything in the UK shipped in. Even things we could make in the UK are shipped in, because it's just cheaper. Right, where was I? Yeah, that's incredible. Really incredible prices. I love stuff like that. I love any culture difference whatsoever. It's just like my kink.
That we were able to open Sker Hotel and embark on the charitable work which... Mother?
Mother? Mother?
Darling?
Darling?
You see I'm recording. What have I told you? Never to interrupt when the door is closed. I'm sorry, Mother. Well, no harm done. I shall record this again later. But while you're here, my darling, why not sing for me? Of course, Mother.
Of course, Mother. Is this just an insight into Rose's life? Kind of shit. The cheapest I remember petrol being was 50p a litre. Way before I could drive. I remember being sat in my mum's old Vauxhall, or no, old Volvo. And I think it was 52 or 56 pence a litre. A proper, back in my day, and that was like in the 90s. Before I could drive. 50 fucking pence. And then you'd also be amazed by the fact that the average house in the area goes for 150k. If you look at the outlying areas, you can get one for 100k. But how big is the house? Like one bedroom size, couple of bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. Your first car was a 1987 Volvo. My first car was a Mark 1 Vauxhall Astra. Loved it. You can get up to a 3-bedroom house for 100 grand. Are you insane? My mum has a 3-bedroom house, but it's like 2 bedrooms and a box room that you couldn't fucking swing a chicken in. And it's almost $500,000. You're in the center, you're in New York, the links, aren't you? The prices over there are mad. I keep seeing TikToks of people. A guy on TikTok just goes around on the street and tries to find people who will show them his house. And I saw one girl saying she was paying $800. And he's like, holy fuck, $800? How are you doing that? And they went to the house and it was basically the size of a single bed. Or no, it was the size of, let's say, 3 single beds. So the bed went from corner to corner. And in the middle was like a bit of walking space. And then on the left was like the sink and the amenities. And then a TV. And then a little door with a bathroom with a toilet inside. A toilet and shower next to each other. And then she had like a bunk bed. But on the bunk bed was loads of shelves and a clothing and stuff. And it was just crazy. $800 a month for like an actual shoebox. You're paying $1,000 in a shoebox room. I guess the argument is if you're living in the city and you're with all your friends and stuff, you don't spend as much time at home. It's just there to sleep. But even so, it's like whenever you go on holiday, you don't need to get an amazing place to stay. And it's just a case of as long as it's nice and clean, you'll never be there anyway. I don't know what square feet means, Iri. I know what it means, but I don't have a visualization of it. The only way I know how big a house is in the UK, at least, is like how many bedrooms you got. That's kind of what I need to know. How many bedrooms you got? The whole square foot thing to me is just like right over my head. I haven't got a clue what that means. I always measure 100 meters in my mind. 100 meters will always be forever measured from the start of the playground to the trees at the end of the field when I was 8 years old in school. I've got that mentally stored as what 100 meters means. It's fucking weird. Paying $2,450 for a 5-bedroom, 2-bath house right now. Not bad, but it keeps rising. I'm paying, for this house, I'm paying $1,500 a month. So that's what, about $1,700, $1,800. 4 bedrooms. 2.5 bathrooms. Technically, it's got 2 floors, a basement. It costs $120. But the thing is when I was living before, I was living closer to Manchester for $1,000 a month, and it was a 1-bedroom stable conversion. So I had 1 bedroom, a massive living space, and then a kitchen. It was fucking terrible. I was paying £1,000 for living there. So for 500 extra, I've got a garage, I've got a drive, I've got a front garden, I've got a back garden, I've got 4 bedrooms. The difference in price when you move away from the town center is fucking crazy. But this has gone up in price. I first moved there, it was $1,200, so it's gone up $300 in the 3 years I've been here. And it's still really expensive, and I don't know if I can justify staying here another year. I see it as being very pricey for me, but the space I have to work and be creative and etc, etc. Well, housing crashes next year, Abby, so... And this place is quite run down. It should be... So I'm going to see if I can just say, listen, you're taking the piss. Your mortgage is about $1,300 for a 3-bed, 3-bath brick. But it's in Alabama. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. You'd kill for a mortgage. I'm no interest in a mortgage. I think the only reason I'd buy a house would be to rent it to somebody else. It's just for rent, Haru. That'll be why my house was so cheap when I bought it. Any city worth visiting over 30 minutes away, small town life. You're paying $3K a month in rent. Fucking hell. Just come on over here and we'll get you settled down somewhere nice. Who cares if it's Alabama if you can live somewhere nice? I could have definitely downsized this house. A 3-bedroom would work for me, I think, comfortably. A storage room, a work room, a bedroom. Hello, Molly. I paid $70K for my home 6 years ago. I have no mortgage. I'm very thankful for this right now, given the cost of living situation. $70K, Abby, that's not a lot. Is it a 2-bedroom? Electricity prices again. I think I'm going to struggle this year to continue to live. Or next year. I'm going to struggle next year to continue living in this house. I'm going to have to downsize, I think. Or have some fucker move in. I'm having to move apartments and raise my rent because I don't feel safe. That sucks. 2-bedroom, renovated bungalow, but I live in a real rough area, so houses are pretty cheap. Still good though, and you've got the whole kind of got your foot in the door kind of situation, right? Your mortgage is $700 a month. The idea of renting over 1K is crazy to me. I couldn't do it. Well, when I first started out on Twitch, it was a lot easier to do because Twitch paid me an American salary for living in England, and our price of living is much cheaper over here, so it was fucking good. But now Twitch have basically cut the income of everyone in the UK by a good 20-odd%. It puts me in a situation where I just I'm not really meeting the mark anymore. Your rent's gonna be $2,000 base. Ouch. Well, close to $500. Yeah. Reason number 500 why I need to coerce somebody into falling wildly in love with me so that they can pay a big chunk of my rent. That's pretty much the life goal right now. It used to be, you know, to fall in love, to have a family one day, to travel the world with someone. You know, all the usual things, but now it's kind of just like, help with the rent, please, motherfucker. Help with the rent. I need a sugar mama. No, I don't want a sugar mama. Unless... No, I don't want a sugar mama. I don't want to be forced to eat ass every night, okay? Yeah, you know how we've got a sub goal of 10,001 for OnlyFans thing, and we're like, haha, OnlyFans, ha 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 ha. Seriously though, pay my fucking rent. Can we please get some men to pay my rent on OnlyFans? That'd be great. I will fucking send you anything you want. I will send you my asshole turned inside out. I will stuff my ball bag up my asshole if that's what I have to do. Just give me like 60 days. Give me 60 days to just work out for 60 days straight. I'll get myself some shoulders and a six-pack. That's all I need. I will call myself Morf Got Bills to Pay on OnlyFans, and I will stuff it right up there. Oh, it's a really cute fountain. But it also looks like something that might wants to kill me. Your husband wants to see my dishwasher. I don't think I will, Haven. Even if I attempted to blow up on OnlyFans with my fat, old, decrepit body, I'd have to promote it on socials. And that's just fucking horrible. Make a second account? What's horrible about it? I don't want to post. Most OnlyFans people have alternate accounts for that. Vince will promote it for me. Don't know what that means. I follow a few people who have gone down the OnlyFans route, and they're doing fucking brilliant. And all their pictures are like the most impressive thirst traps I've ever seen. So fucking impressive. And I know the millions they're making. Fucking Smexy, I looked at the your Instagram followage the other day, and I was like, oh my fucking god. Just you smiling with a cheeky low-cut top has just exploded your Instagram. It's fucking... You're killing it on there. Morf, you know you have no OnlyFans with any stupid shit. We will support you. Nothing needs to be all like that. Oh yeah, I'll do stupid shit, but I'm talking about if I was to ever really consider it. That's the conversation. I'm having a theoretical conversation. I'm not actually gonna stuff my fucking ball sack up my arsehole, Pandifer. That part was me just joking. It's not even stretchy enough to reach. I might have to give it 10 years, maybe then. Make a poll to see that's... Shut the fuck up. Disappointing. Oh, I thought I was a female character. Unless that was just like a... Just a very strong lady. And that's not how I like stuff anyway, Pandifer. I don't want people to support me for the sake of supporting me or for helping me. I see it the same on stream. I want to provide a service, so to speak, or I want to be entertaining, and if I'm not, then I don't want people to sub. It's why I don't like the idea when people say loyalty. I don't want people to be loyal to me. I want what I do to work. Not create some kind of loyal echo chamber who just... Yes, Morf. Here, take Morf. It's like when anyone says the word fan. There's no such thing. I don't have a fan. Just wait till you're 40. You'll have to change your walk to not have your nuts bumping between your knees. At 40? 40's when your nuts start knocking on your knees? 40? This game is really pretty. I don't want it to be a really fucked up horror game where someone tries to stuff my balls up my arsehole. To edit OnlyFan promos and other OnlyFan content. It's a wild industry. You smiled and looked buff and you were like, why? Oh, shut up, Smexy. Shut the fuck up. Try that shit in here. I'm the most beautiful woman in the world. Fuck you. But also, you are hilarious, so it works both ways. I hope so. But you have so many cosplays. She knows Kingslayer. Like, come on. Stop trying to be humble, Smexy. I've seen your Meg cosplays. I've got, you know, my Hinge dating app profile, I have Indiana Jones on there. I'm not even joking, it's the one that gets the most fucking replies too. I know what I'm doing, alright? Map. Look. 2 balls. Tip of penis. Wow. Oh my god, no, that's not the balls. Look at the shaft. Sorry. The phone's ringing, we're going to ignore that. We're in control of this, not you. In loving memory of Prudence William. Anyone in chat called Prudence? Before I mock the name? Anybody in chat called Prudence before I rip the living shit out of this name? Anybody? Anyone know anyone that's important to them called Prudence? What a fucking stupid name. It's Thomas. Is that you, Elizabeth? See? I am a lady.
Thomas, my Thomas, you do not know how wonderful it is to hear your voice.
The character's Smexy. Got those fucking big buff arms.
I do not have the words or heart to voice it. It is far too terrible to recount. Please be careful, my love. This place is no longer safe.
Health and safety hazard.
I'm safe upstairs, but I cannot leave the attic.
Oh no, wait.
I've had to lock and bar the door, hide
We're a
away from the
dude.
others.
She's trapped.
My father and uncle, the staff, they have been beguiled by the darkness that inhabits this place. They are no longer themselves, but stalk these halls, attacking anyone that makes a sound.
You want to cosplay the Junker Queen in Overwatch 2?
I prayed that you received it, hoped that you would come. I know my request must have seemed strange, and I fear it was all for naught, that everything has changed now.
I really don't like
Please, Thomas.
the word naught
Listen
being
carefully.
used like that. I feel like if
Together we can put a stop to all of
if
this.
you're not the kind of person who said it was all
My
for
father
nothing,
made recordings on brass cylinders of a soft, a strange melody that affects the mind. If all of the cylinders are played together on the harmonium, this madness will end. You need to find them and bring them to me.
all right. So Elizabeth is dead, and we're taking it to some weird ghost. I feel like if you say naught instead of nothing, I think it's because you're a cunt. Like, it's nothing personal. But if you say naught over nothing, I feel like you've had to go out of your way and you're a cunt. But it's nothing personal, though. It's nothing personal. Sooner because you were British? No one says it in English. No one says that. I feel like it's what people say when they try and pretend they're much smarter than they are. You know, like when someone reads a thesaurus for the week and they come out saying things like, oh, I find this shallow and pedantic. Do you, Gareth? You cunt. Hello? And also, idiots who are saying British. I think you mean English. We say nout. Oh, it's for nout, that is. Nout just means you're not southern. So it's like, well done. Congratulations. You're not from down south. Never coming back to this hotel ever again. Oh. Isaac's grand reopening note. Press enter to read. Grand reopening, dress rehearsal and preparation of the Grand Harmonium. Hire additional staff, sound check, stage preparation, print bills and flyers for the main event 30th. Decorations, bunting, banners, additional chairs, order more bottles of wine, shipment of caviar. Escape for back. It's now in my inventory. Press J for journal. Phonographers. Mother? Shut the fuck up, Prudence. Elizabeth, even. What's the difference between British and English? British isn't a language. British isn't a language. You can't speak British. British people don't speak English. It's English. You have to say English. Because British is Welsh. Welsh have their own dialect. British is Scottish. Scottish also have a Gaelic dialect. English people speak English and English only. So when you refer to it as British people, it's not offensive to anyone. No one gives a shit, but it makes you look like a tool. And I'm not taking the piss out of you. We can crouch. British. Nothing wrong with saying British. Yeah, when you're referring to it in the form of any kind of language or someone speaking, no one speaks British. You see it on TikTok all the time. What was that? Yeah. I've never referred to myself as British in my entire life. I've always been English. And a Scottish person's always been Scottish. And a Welsh person has always been Welsh. An Irish person has always been a dickhead. It's just... isn't a language. It can't be an accent. No, there's no such thing as a British accent. No such thing at all. I'm just joking, Paddy. We all know how it fucking works. English people love Scottish people. English people love Welsh people. English people love Irish people. Irish people hate English people. Welsh people hate English people. Scottish people hate English people. I know how it works. Northern Ireland people usually say British, do they? Fuck. Northern Irish people are some of the most proud people in the British Empire. They might say it to help you, Sakabra, but you wouldn't catch them saying that for anything. You're not wrong. Exactly. So you can take every fucking dig I throw at you, you can't. Scottish people hate most English people. Yeah, they hate Southern English people way more. And rightfully so. Objective. Look around for cylinders. Oh, did I find an extended version of the map? Lovely. There's a little door there. We could explore around there too. Stop telling me M for map. I get it. I just looked. Here in America, accents can be British because then we mean the local, not the language. What? You have British accents in America? Actually, Northern Ireland isn't part of Great Britain. What? Ireland isn't part of the UK. But Northern Ireland is part of the UK. Northern Ireland doesn't class itself as being in Britain? If an Englishman comes to America and speaks, he can speak with a British accent. But it still wouldn't make any sense, Iri. I get what you think you're saying, but it still wouldn't make any sense. There's no such thing as a British accent in America. So if I came to America and I was like, hey pal, how's it going? You having a nice... Is that alright? You having a great time? You'd call me British. You'd say, oh, he's got a British accent. An American person would call a Scottish accent British. We haven't even done any playing of this game, have we? Is he just turning the lights on? We call it Scottish, but your accent we call British because it's not about the language you speak, but the country which the accent originates. Okay, yeah, but at the same time as you saying that, Britain isn't a country. There's no such thing as a British... It's not a country. Do you not get that? The country in which the accent originates. Britain isn't a country. Someone has a southern accent. Do you refer to them having an American accent? Or is it just the same? No, we kind of differentiate your accents as the standard middle of the line, everyone sounds American accent. We know what a southern accent is, and we know what an East Coast accent is. I think we kind of have 3, maybe 4 accents for you guys. America isn't a country either? But America is just an abbreviation of the United States of America, right? Whereas Britain and British isn't. It's like instead of calling me English, you just call me England or something. No. Ingy. You call me Ingy. I don't know. Oh yeah, Sacabra. Sacabra, there's no way your Northern Irish family are calling themselves British because they're not in Britain. They're in the United Kingdom. Oh no, I get that a random American would say he's got a British accent. And my point of this entire thing is I'm just explaining to you that there's no such thing. It doesn't exist. That's what I'm saying. Your mom's always said UK. Yeah, UK's fine. UK works. I happily say I'm from the UK. I've never said I'm British. Can I open these? No. This is an educational stream after all. I love accents and their originations, but not everyone is as interested, so we lump people together. It's common outside of the US as well. Chinese accents and Indian accents have different sounds based on area of their origin. But most people would simply refer to them as Chinese and Indian. I can use a music locket to open this. It probably is a personal preference. It's probably just the people you hang around with and what they say. Is the main hall again? It is. Would this be the organ? Huh. No. No. Anyway. An American thinks they're a British accent, they think of posh London. Yeah. What freaks me out about this is everything says E, but not a single one of these notes is an E. Influenced by location. I think it's just influenced by whoever the fuck you hang out with and talk with. Now you've hung out with me and talked with me, you'll never ever refer to anybody as having a British accent again, will you? Because you've been educated on the topic. Right? You're welcome, chat. Congratulations. I helped you sound less stupid. Alright. Bunting. Do you guys refer to this as bunting? What was that noise? What the fuck is bunting? I literally just pointed at it. This stuff, these little tiny triangular flags. Look at all that stuff on the roof. Do you not ever have that? Like if you're having a street party or something and everyone comes together as a community and you all hang bunting outside and you have a party down the street together? Joke's on you, you're immune to education. Fucking Americans. God damn it. You Americans and your inability to educate yourselves. Good Lord. A garland. Now, a garland is the circular crest that you get for Christmas and you place on someone's front door. It's a nice garland with a little bit of holly in it or something. Well, British would have to derive from Britain, or Great Britain, if you will. Great Britain is still a term to describe land on the spinning rock floating through space. Britain is a landmass, mate. It does not work. There is no twist you can put on it to make it work. Except the education. A garland is like a wreath, yeah. Wait, isn't this where we came from? The chapel. Wall hangies.
Who's there? Who are you?
My name is Thomas Evans, and I'm actually a bloke.
Henry Hughes. You must get me out. Hurry. We must get this door open.
I'd expect nothing else from an American, Erie.
Why do you think? They're clearly rogues. They're trying to kidnap me. Please, hurry. Do something.
What accent do the people in the state of Chicago have? My favorite West Coast state. Kind of like a Bulgarian twang.
No, don't leave me. They might return any minute. Oh, do something. I can't break it down from my side.
Stand back. And that, oh, I thought that was it.
Good. Try again. Harder, man. Throw yourself into it. Wait. No. They're coming. Oh, God, please. No, don't do this. Whatever you want,
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Pretty confident he's actually going to be all right. A music doll. Rotate it. Rotate it. Rotate it. Rotate it. Rotating. Rotate it. All right, well, there you go. I want to pull the lever, but I think it's a lever. West Coast is a pretty nothing accent. Yeah, it's like when you hear the likes of Tom Holland just doing kind of like a throwaway American accent that could kind of be anywhere from central to western, and it's just kind of accepted. Or like House from MD. House from MD. Hugh Laurie from House MD. Fucking hell was that? Kick by, Baldy. Oh, it's the same door where that guy was. Freaked me the fuck out. Did not like that at all. Oh. I feel like if I go in this, I probably die. So let's give it a go. We have had this talk here, actually, because obviously I have an accent to you and you have an accent to me. It would be difficult for me to place you. But I already know. In Michigan, we pronounce crayon cran. I'd like a cran, please. Someone give me a cran. If anyone ever called a crayon a cran in front of me, I'd fucking beat them. In game. In game.
What? Who's there?
It's me.
How long have you been there, Uncle?
Oh,
Ass.
don't stop. I'm so
I enjoy
close.
hearing you practice. You've nearly as fine a set of lungs as your mother.
How dare you? Get out! Get out of here now! You're just my father's oafish tool.
Tool, am I? What the fuck do you know about it? No. That would be you, lass.
Why do Americans not have to say Craig?
And mark me when I say that the only instrument here is you.
I
It's
said
you.
get out! Go! Go on, leave me be!
Get out, Uncle. Put your dick away.
Of course. As her hoity-toity fucking ladyship commands.
I was only having a cheeky wank, you
God,
little
that
bitch.
man.
God.
But what did he mean?
Yeah, I don't know why you don't know how to say Daniel Craig. I've heard it so many times in movies when they say Daniel Craig. I just don't get it. What is happening? How do you get egg from AIG? Where does the egg come from? The chicken. How do we get half our pronunciations from half the words we have? Man, we're doing our best. Put your vowels back in your words. Most English words don't make any fucking sense anyway. But there are some that are glaringly obvious, like Craig. But I feel like you're just doing it to piss the world off. American is such a smoother version of the English language. So much smoother. It's a really, and it's just a lazier way of saying words, and it's just easier and nicer. You don't have to pronunciate as much. When I say some words, I have to move my entire fucking head. To say pronunciate, I have to pronunciate. Whereas America just goes pronunciate. And it's just, I want, so easy. Stop, bro! What are you doing? That's not how the porno goes and I watch it. They usually get stuck here for like 20 to 22 minutes. It's like I love American sport commentators. And I think back to like the 90s when I used to watch basketball every fucking night. Those commentators were just, oh, they were just love. They were life. They were fantastic. There's an English guy who commentates on the UFC sometimes at the weekend. And whenever he replaces one of the Americans, I just get pissed off. Why is this English prick here just ruining it with his stupid pronunciation? I want that American twang. Need it. Why am I injured? Did I get too close? Use that. Go. Shit, it didn't work again. Nervous tonic. Rotate it. Rotate it. Rotate it. I love Joe Rogan on the UFC. Might not be as a big fan of his opinion on many other things, but on the UFC, oh, love it when he's on. Fucking love it when he's on. He is so knowledgeable. He knows more than half the fucking fighters he's either commentating with or talking to or commentating on. It's fucking brilliant. Why is the tonic so nervous? Because they had a conversation about accents. Close the door behind you. Did you live in a barn? Isaac's Ledger. Let's read it. Have you seen him practice low kicks? Yeah, people describe Joe Rogan as having the best form of kickers they've ever seen in their entire life, which blows my mind. Ugh. You love accents so much, so do I. Almost any type of accent I find super, super attractive. I think he's taken a few too many headshots, but he does know his MMA. He does know his MMA. Belgian accent sexy? Isn't it just French? You do your mum's perfectly. She's Filipino. I'm not going to make a joke about doing your mum. Almost any. Well, there's like Brummy accents in England. It might be difficult to make sweet, sweet love to a girl going, "You alright? I think you've got a really nice penis. I really like your penis. Why did you come round my house and we'll have some sex time right now?" I don't think I could. That might make me a bit limp. Danish accents are the worst. Stumbling over every word of the potato in my mouth. Did you ever watch the one talk? I haven't watched it, Iri. No, I've been watching Hell's Kitchen. I've just been watching Hell's Kitchen, Iri. Simon Ebeler, thanks for 28 months. Welcome back in. Appreciate it. That would get you rock hard. I also find it important to try your best at acquiring an accent of the language you're learning to truly become fluent and I agree. But you have to be careful of that when you're a dude. Because your mates will laugh at you. If you try and put a French accent on for speaking French, they will give you shit. Date, description, amount. Mr. and Mrs. Wayne's come. Exeter, Devon. Alistair Gray, Charlatan, Cheltenham, unlikely to be missed. Fire again, nothing salvageable. Victor Williamson, merchant, travelling low in Bristol clothes. Mr. Ernst Sharp. East Sussex clothes. What the fuck is this? Asking too many questions, very evasive. Why? Musician. You gotta be careful with musicians. Never trust them. They're always trying to steal your shoes. Gordon Ramsay would be awesome at MMA. No, he'd be fucking terrible. Belgian accent is as French as Scottish is English? Fucking phone's ringing again. I've spent a lot of time in Belgium, mate. They sound super fucking French. A lot of them even have French names. Hello? Is this where he got bashed? By bash? This is where the bashing happened. Oh, that was the locked door. Touch nothing but the lamp. Never fuck a musician. Why? Have they not got good fingers? Kind. I can just imagine. I bet they're amazing in bed. Let me just give you. You know, are they not insane? With the fingers? No? What did this do? Oh. Phone's ringing. Can I get to that? I think I can. We've not tried this door, wherever the fuck that door is. What's that? A harp? They're self-centered pricks. Not all musicians can be self-centered prick. Belgians have a distinctive accent when speaking French, and half of them don't speak French, but Hollandish or whatever. Might just been the people I hung out with, I guess. I can't remember what talking to people on the street sounded like, if I'm honest. But the Belgians I hung out with, they all... Yeah, they even had French names. Maybe they were French. Elizabeth, are you there? Are you safe?
I'm here. There was someone else in the attic outside the door, but I think they've gone now.
That was Dave. There is another man here. Do you know him?
I don't. But you must look to yourself first, Thomas. If you should be caught too... They seem to be drawn to sound. You must remain quiet.
Listen, it's a rule I have. I'm a fucking musician, Hollow Soul. Do they have to do music for a living?
Dear God, that's horrific. I dread to think of you being snatched like that too.
Don't say snatch.
Our one hope of helping him, helping all of them, is finding the cylinders.
So if you find out anyone that you're going to have sex with happens to play an instrument, just before intercourse begins, you're like, here we go. Wait, do you play the guitar? Yeah, I do. Get the fuck out! Get out! Is that what it's like? Or does it have to be for a living? playing an instrument and being a musician are different. Define it. Yeah, what if you're like, I don't know. What if you find someone who's just really good on trombone? I can give you the absolute best rusty trombone you've ever had. I'm just saying. That's why I'd always like to work with a dog groomer so they can give me a nice Wolverine. Right, the ones who took that man, they can't see, it seems.
But why? What do you think is wrong with them?
They can't see.
I knew
they're
noise
blind.
attracted them, but
Elizabeth.
what happened to their faces?
That's... They're blind, that's how it...
Please, take the utmost care. And if I don't answer,
Hey, baby,
it means
I can
I've
play
had
the
to hide
flute and the sax.
that they've come back.
They just play an instrument or it's a hobby, that's fine. The problem is that I'm attracted to musicians. I have to make it a rule. God, musicians are so sexy, they turn me on. But no! Do they only turn you on because you've made them the forbidden fruit? Is that what it is? You've made them forbidden. I forbade myself for touching another musician. But that's just made them even sexier. Even sexier. Right, I am here. I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. That do this? Yeah. That do this? Yeah. That do this? Yeah. That do this? Ah, it's the harp door. Fuck. Wait, so what's this? Oh, you can't even see what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to this. Oh, that's where I fucking came from, through the elevator. Did I listen to that? Yeah, that's the save room. I need to go back that way. Alright, I go this way, then I do this. I go this way, then I do this. Okay, hear me out. Rock climbers. No, you have to... Rock climbers, you have to be very careful of rock climbers. They're like a fucking cult. It's like crossfitters. Avoid crossfitters. They're fucking mental. It's really frightening. It's like a dog with a bone. Rock climbers are kind of the same. For some reason, rock climbing's some real aggressive cult. Hello? Oh dear. What the fuck was that? What did I get? Wait, it's not on my inventory. What the fuck did I pick up? What the fuck was it? Collectibles. Oh, no, it wasn't that. Wasn't that. Wait, one of two. Oh, is it just the second one of those? I just picked up a second music doll. We now have two. I don't like this. Oh, God. CrossFitters are all about come drink my fucking Kool-Aid. Avoid rock climbers because of their grip strength. Avoid rock climbers because when they grab that dick, they will twist that shit off. Give them the old dick twister. I sold my clarinet a long time ago for rent money. Oh. Someone gonna come smashing through that wall. Yep. What the fuck? I still have my sax and my flute. Got a really beautiful ukulele from China too when I went. I went out with a CrossFitter once. He tried getting me up on Sunday morning to go out running. That was the end of our... Oh my God, what a bitch. Are you kidding me? She tried to get you up on a Sunday morning, the day of rest? It's difficult to have a conversation with a CrossFitter because it's kind of the only topic they ever want to talk about. And every story they ever have comes from CrossFit. I went on a date with one once and everything she fucking told me, every single possible story, she had nothing else to share with me. I think the problem is when people make something that should just be fun and a nice hobby their entire personality. I think that's what it is. CrossFit just has a reputation for making it their personality. It's probably cool as fuck to be involved with, and I bet it's extremely motivational, and you get nice and fit. But it's just difficult. Hello? It was the one who photoshopped her face to the rock's body and sent the picture of it to me the next day. I actually thought that was going to bring us closer together. Singing is my thing though. Love my instruments, but I'm best with my own voice. Went on a pretty fun date. It was alright. Didn't feel like she was into me because she wasn't responding that much. I was telling her all these wild stories and she just like looked at me like that. Now usually that would be a sign that she found me very boring and she's not interested whatsoever. But at the end of the night she's like, I really like to do this again. It was really nice to meet you. Let's book something else in. I was like, oh, right, okay. And then she sent me a picture of her as the rock with her face on the rock's body. And it was perfectly photoshopped. Fucking perfectly photoshopped. And then she was just like, yeah, I had a really nice time. Thank you for not making it awkward at the end. So just gave her a hug instead of like trying to kiss her or something. But I just couldn't after that picture. I just can't. Just can't. Oh, do you think this is like a heal? Oh, it is a heal.
I'm going to murder you.
The tonic's a heal. Didn't realize that. Guru of the tech kind. Thank you for 41, sir. I sneak through
Morf
there.
yap in chat.
Can sneak through there. A music sheet. Henry Hughes. No way. We call him HH. That sounds like something I would do as a gag. That would be hilarious. She wasn't quite in your league, Smagseed. She was a really... I mean, her body was insane. She had a proper pair of fucking shoulders, and I think her body fat was like 2%. But I just couldn't get past it. Lights? Button? Open. Yeah? Okay. Kind of a cool system. I dated a yoga instructor once and she kept trying to make me do weird juice cleanses. I think she was calling me out on my coffee addiction, so I had to get rid of her. The shit we break up with people, like, early on is fucking, it's mad. You're trying to make me healthier? You fucking piece of shit! I'm over this! Spudzilla, I missed you 51 minutes ago, Spudzilla. I'm sorry, I am deep in conversation about all kinds of fucking mad shit. Someone just warming up on the old violin. Sounds fucking horrible. Morph's trying to end it when everyone's asleep. Okay. By the fact we've been up to this hour every night for the last 30 days, but today, me being up at this time is me trying to end it. You're not into violins, we're okay. I love violins. But if I ever happen to have a child, it will never learn to play the violin. Because I ain't fucking stupid. Are you just saying you like eating pizza, Smaxy? Is that what you're saying? I got hyped up on caffeine and sabotaged a relationship by being hyper during some church thing, was choking around and playing with her nieces, texting and generally being a nuisance. It worked! Juice cleansers aren't healthy anyway. I mean, they're better than the Western diet. But this guy's bald underneath that. Jesus. What is that? No, Morph, if you want to talk early breakups, I was on a date 2 with someone and we were at a restaurant. They used the word giggle in conversation 4 times in the first 15 minutes. So I left to go to the bathroom and abandoned them in the restaurant. No, you fucking didn't, you Raichu. No, you didn't. I was on a date 2 with someone and we were at a restaurant and they used the word giggle in conversation 4 times in the first 15 minutes. So I left to go to the bathroom and abandoned them in the restaurant through the staff exit. You motherfucker! Fuck! That's terrifying. I'm never gonna go on another date ever again now, knowing that I'm being judged that harsh. Is that an arrow, or is that just a... It's a sandwich. can't climb up, so that's bullshit. Can't run while holding your breath. Makes sense. Oh no, there's dogs in the game. Can't climb that. Not possible to climb that. I spent 15 minutes on a coffee date and acquired a stalker for like 4 years. I mean, no. Sorry. That's not funny. That's terrible. No, it's not. It's fucked up. That is fucked up. I have no idea how people can date these days. Me and my husband have been together for 22 years, and every time someone talks about what that looks like, I panic. Yeah, it's interesting out there. It's pretty fucked and funny when you look back at it. It's fucked, but it is funny. A 15-minute date got you a stalker. The way we get, the way people get stalkers these days is talking to you recently about my problems. I was also grabbed in a bar because it was Fleet Week for the Navy. This douche thought he could sweep me off my feet. Ah, what a wonderful guy. What do? Do you call your stalker? Is that why you walk like such an asshole, Smexy? To stop that shit from happening? Yes, it is. It makes sense. I do remember commenting on your walk. Ooh. Don't really know what's going on with this game. I'd like to go through there. To men being gentlemen? What's the point? You just pick someone up and carry them away. What is going on? Where am I going? This is a dead end. Or not? No. That happened to me once, you right, you? Men think that you want to hear comments about your boobs? Your boobs are so wonderfully round. Congratulations. Your parents would be proud. Peter Parker. Talking of stalkers, Geistra. I do not know where I am going, nor do I know what I'm doing. I do not see the progression part here. I've been in this corner 5 fucking times. Have I potentially missed something? Oh. I knew I was doing this. There we go. Prudence Williams. Oh dear. Top hat man. Man with top hat. Did the person want to comment on your mustache? Oh yeah, a bit of Lord of the Rings action. You still there, mate? Don't look. He just had to look, didn't he? It's so mad when I hear things like that, Hollow Soul. I just can't imagine even knowing somebody who would see someone walk down the street and say, "Oh, I see titties are out to play today." I just can't. I just can't get. I couldn't get my head around it. I've never remarked to a woman or even spoken to a woman unless it was necessary to speak to them. Just so strange. Read it. Dearest brother and sister, this High Council of the Quiet Ones invites you to revere in the power from the Song of Source. Together we will attain true control. Be quiet. Thanks, K. Wright, for 20 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Be assured to bring your offering of flesh and bone to sacrifice the weakness within to join us in a ritual of rebirth. Remember, your garments of the Quiet Ones are the shield of the weak leeches of the sacrifice. Our beloved silent disciple Prudence is volunteered for the position of priestess. This is an honor for us all. Her position will be anointed at our next gathering of the brothers and sisters. Yours, Jebediah. Why is it always Jebediah? Jebediah Williams. You get asked what your ethnicity is a lot? An old man once asked me if my shirt was made of camel hair because he saw 2 humps in it. That's not funny, but that is kind of funny. K. Wright, thank you for 20 months. I appreciate it. Should hear the shit I had to listen to in the building sites. There's some fucking backwards goons in the trade, honestly. I've ran a guy out of town, but out of the state. He ended up shacking up with someone he knew from Instagram in Baltimore. I still hunted him down. I've ran a guy... I don't know what that means. I wish I was lying about that. I was so uncomfortable. It's fucked up, but it's kind of hilarious. Because that's not even a pickup line. Is that even a pickup line? You can't call someone a camel and then say, like, that's a pickup line. It's just fucked up. You remind me of a camel. Oh, really? I'm yours, Daddy. It's just... Carl Andy Bob, thanks for 32 months. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank yous, thank yous, thank yous. I'm a sales manager, and recently some guy really wanted to make sure to hug and try to touch me in not bad but inappropriate places because, well, that is okay. I can only ever think of one person. And he was a really nice guy, but he was just, I guess, just not... And he was never nasty to women, but he was just always really gropey. He's the only person I've ever known be like that. He's got a wife and kid and stuff, and now. And he was great. I really liked him, but the way he was with women, I just couldn't... It's just so fucking weird. Well, it's very dark through there. Oh, it's not dark through there. It's a wall, dearest. And it's weird. I'm such a flirty person as well. I want that. I don't know how to get it, but I want it. I am the biggest, flirtiest person ever. I don't know. I just couldn't. It's just, I feel like it's more of like an acceptance thing for me. I could never, ever, ever lay my hands on somebody unless I knew they were absolutely desperate for me to lay my hands on them. Flirting and wrestling aren't the same. Yeah, I'm not saying they are. I request written proof? No, I don't request written proof. I had the conversation about consent before, haven't we? When some of you were like, why don't just ask for consent? I've never had to ask for consent. I've never had that conversation with somebody. Everything's always just been extremely organic, and I thought for a second that they didn't want me to be near them. I'd run a fucking mile. My ego couldn't even fucking handle it. I just have to be like, "Kek, bye, see you later. Bye, 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 bye." I'm a very flirty person. People try and take that very seriously. Yeah, I remember how we were in San Diego. We hung out the entire time. We were just a pair of fucking idiots. Morf request written proof. It feels like they're testing you to see if they can do more, but it's so awkward because this is my job, motherfuckers. Fuck you. Break them. Report them. I'm naturally a flirty person, but I'd never put my hands on anyone unless they were giving very obvious signals that they wanted me to. I struggle with obvious signals. Sometimes that's not even enough for me. Sometimes I need someone to manhandle me. And even then I'm like, yeah? Sure? Men don't see women's signals. Because men are completely R-worded. Relatable? Fire retardant? The storm of the century battered the island last night. The men, they say to have spotted a vessel on the coast. And my father has ordered us to extinguish the flames of the beacon. Gondor calls for aid. Wherever the man informs me that a ship ran around on the stone coast. east of Sker Point, myself in awe at the size of this vessel. Engraved on a plaque on the port side of the ship read his name, HMS Providence. 10th of February, 1874. My men, under order of my father, transferred the remains of the ship into the cavern beneath Sker Point. We salvaged what we could from the ship and anything of value, most importantly the content of the cargo hold. 11th February, 1874. Something was discovered inside the wreck, buried in the cargo hold, something I've never seen before. It's alive and in such tragic state. My father thinks it's fortunate that it's weak, for it tries to sing. Unloading my dick, the cargo, some of the men have begun to act strange in the presence of this creature. Its singing seems to have an effect on them. Even if it's weakened condition, it finds fascinating and a need to take notes. Father is becoming concerned. The more I learned about the miners' creature, it seems that the song it's writing lures its prey, so it can devour and survive. My father is beginning to see the potential of this beast and what we can accomplish with its power if we can somehow harness it. My father has begun to use the creature upon Sker Point chained to the beacon to aid in luring vessels here. With this, we can increase our potential earnings from the wrecks, and I may have an idea of harnessing this power further. With the help of my beloved Prudence, I will take some time to present this to Father and get his blessing. It is a siren. Someone said that at the start. I don't think because they've seen the game or not. I make it obvious for men I just get naked. What, in public? Oh. All the gold. Oh, it's Captain America's shield. What came first, Captain America or this game? There are women I know that expect the guy to just know, and I don't think that's fair. I'm a direct person. I think it's important to make your wants and intentions known. If they're getting the message, change how you go about it. I don't want to drop down. I feel like something bad might happen. Oh, fuck. Yep. Not in public, Morf. Sorry, my bad. My bad. What? Why does the music make it sound like some fucked up shit just went down? Yo, is that gonna hit him? That'd be great. Yeah, what was that, lad? To go and check it out. Oh, fuck. Wait, what? Does this need wizard power? Does, doesn't it? Needs electric. How's it getting electric? Where's the cables? Oh. Don't be just there. There's fucking two of them. Where's the other one? I'll do this again. Oh no, there's the lever on that side. We need you on the other side, lads. Other side, lads. Don't tell me you're not bald underneath that. Go on, Baldy. Oh, what's that, Baldy? What a pair of dicks. That was a bit loud, wasn't it? Can we close that bitch? No? Of course not. Kick by, Baldy! Oh no. Does this need power too? Kick by. Okay, lovely. I managed to miss out an entire conversation about consent. I don't know if that's good or bad. Usually man gets the point if you tackle them and pin them down to the couch or bed, I'm just saying. Did you ask him for consent though, Erie? Women don't really have to ask for consent with men, do they? The blessing doused the follower to cleanse the impurities. The prayer exposed them to the thrall, shield their senses from the song. Arise, new devotee, to the silence. It's important regardless. It just works differently, doesn't it? All right, we made it back outside. I had a crush on a boy in middle school. I asked if I could kiss him and he said no. No, I'm not going. No, I'm not going that way. I'm not doing whatever the fuck that is. Fuck off, dickheads. Looks like we are. A lot of guys you nearly have to assault. Yeah, keep it that way. Assault us just so we know, okay? It's scary being a guy, right? It's, especially in my position, it's very scary being me. You have to physically assault me and then I'll know that you're interested. And then I can be in a position to say, whoa, I'm actually interested in your mum. I still ask my husband for consent for touching him or whatever. I don't, in a relationship. I don't know. I'm not saying you should do shit without them wanting you to do shit, but I feel like both people should be in a position where they're just like, no, I'm not really in the mood, or etc, etc. Being worried about asking is a direct sign that maybe you shouldn't be doing what you're doing in my mind. Yeah, that's kind of how I am, Smexy. I don't need to be asked, but no means no. Yeah, that's usually how it works for men, Ginger Nips. He's ready at any point in the day. You just know your boundaries very early on when you're in a relationship. You just know the type of person you're with, whether it's the sort of person who is just as filthy as you are, or it's the sort of person who just needs coaxing into it a little bit, or some people you have to be a bit more respectful with and take things slow. It's all individual. There's no rules or regulations when it comes to being in a relationship like that. It's all about mutual respect and just knowing what the other person wants, right? It is, Miss Beckles, but it's so different for men. Maybe the world will change that way. I doubt it will for a long time. I will say that I'm not a huge fan of being bombarded with being asked more than I am comfortable. On the other hand, I don't like being punished with a well then, I'm not going to be the one to initiate. So I have my own little catch-22. I'm not a huge fan of being bombarded with being asked. What the fuck, unclean? Can tell you hang around with Geistra.
Please, I beg of you, no! I'll give you anything. You can have it all.
I'm not convinced that guy survived. I think that guy might have died. If I get asked all the time and I say no, I get that they don't want to be rejected again. That sucks. No one likes rejection like that. But then I have had situations where I felt like I had to say yes, even if I wasn't really feeling it, because then they would be rejected too many times and would no longer want to initiate. You're also much younger, so your sex drive is much higher. I thought women get like a higher sex drive like late into their 30s or something. Does anyone know what's going on in this game? No one's got a clue. None of us know what's going on. None of us are watching this game. This game looks pretty alright, to be honest. But we are way too busy discussing completely different topics. It's not going to end this evening. It's 2 a.m. I'm going to wrap it up and bury it. I'm not staying up till 3 in the morning to talk about fucking sexual consent. And this is a save point.
I need to tell someone. Get all of this out. Get this down somewhere. My father does not know that I'm making this recording. But I need to confide in.
I'm scared of you,
Well,
Smexy.
in you, Mother. He has been pushing me more and more in my lessons to sing as you once did. But there is something else. There's a mania to his actions of late. He seems consumed with his latest scheme to revive the hotel. But it is more than that, too. Both he and Abraham have been so agitated of late, and they argue more than before.
The chat is moving so fast and
I
having
overheard
fun.
heated discourse over a guest who had disappeared. I assume without paying. My father was furious that there was nothing that could be salvaged from it. And Mother, you have never heard such language. I
Hey,
know
you're
our
fucking
finances are
terrifying,
dwindling,
Snexy.
and his heart is set on restoring the glory days of Sker Hotel, but he sets so much on my shoulders. I'm not sure if I can do it, Mother. I'm not sure if I can be you.
Your scary face, isn't it? I'm not complimenting your face. Not a chance. You don't need compliments. Not with your fucking Instagram following. Let's wrap this up. 1 hour to go. 1 hour to go. And then it's all over. Tomorrow we'll go live. We'll have some breakfast together. We'll discuss non-sexual things. We won't discuss about accents, about how America have no idea what England actually is. And it'll all be great.